What you see today is the result of a long time of volunteer people working very hard to collect the history of our community and Camp Parks, as well as the excellent work done by the consultants who actually made it, professional. So let me go through a couple things. So the first thing I want to do is our first star today is not me, it's this lectern. So you obviously it's a little bit unusual. This lectern is a copy of a lectern that is actually in a church in San Lorenzo, California. This lectern is an exact copy of the lectern that was at Camp Parks during World War II. It was in a place called McGann Chapel, which was a Quonset hut chapel designed by Bruce Goff. Bruce Goff was a well-known architect before World War II, and he became famous afterwards. So how many people have seen the Camp Park sign out front on Dougherty Road? Okay, every time you see that, you can thank Bruce Goff for making that. It's probably the most unusual military sign I've ever seen. And it was perfect in my mind for many, many years until someone pointed out it looked like you were going to a Boy Scout camp. At that point, I could never look at it the same. Bruce Goff was a CB. He joined like many other people did. He was offered the opportunity to become an officer while he was in the Aleutians. He said no, he wanted to be a regular guy. I just alienated on the officer. So the HPA, the Dublin Historical Preservation Association, working with the Dublin Heritage Park and Museums, had an opportunity to partner with some Boy Scouts, and rather than having another bench built, we asked them to try and put this together. They said afterwards that they will never ever do anything we want them to do because it was so damn hard. But this is one of the only pieces of Bruce Goff design material any place in the country except for the Church of San Lorenzo. The Church of San Lorenzo is fun. Why don't we see anything from World War II from Camp Parks anymore? Because they had a sale at the end of Camp Parks in 1946. You could buy barracks, you could buy churches, you could buy anything, and people did. The deal was for $1,000 you got a barracks or a church, you came in, you disassembled it, and then you took it away. So many buildings in Livermore and this one church in San Lorenzo were rebuilt exactly the way they were by this poor church community. The bad news is that they're poor, but the good news is that they're poor. So if you ever go by San Lorenzo, the San Lorenzo Community Church of Christ, that building has everything in it left over from World War II because they didn't change it. So anyway, Bruce Goff, thank you very much for the design. And by the way, we're going to talk about the History Center. So we're here because during World War II, the U.S. government realized that they were going to have to fight a war in the Pacific. And they realized that they didn't have the infrastructure to do that. So what they did is they went out and